Of calls from viewers in Euclid and other eastern neighborhoods. They're all dealing with damaging flooding.
Yeah, the E-team's Kevin Barry found out it's being caused by the way the communities were developed.
No one looks forward to doing this kind of digging around their yard, but experts say it's one of the best ways to try to keep the water out. If the basement in Margaret Van Sickle's Euclid home seems particularly empty,
7 floods in 8 years, and I've had 3 recently.
The water is why. No couches, no TVs, and the washer, dryer, and freezer are all up on blocks. Wyatt Works plumber sewer coordinator Joshua Wyatt says this can be an issue all over greater Cleveland.
The drain system that's on this property is similar to the drain system in a house in Shaker Heights or Cleveland Heights.
Wyatt says the drainage systems built around the early 20th century are mostly the same, with pipes that carry sewage and rainwater buried near each other. As those communities have grown, the same sized pipes are forced to carry more water. Heavy rains back up both systems, sending sewage back into homes like Margaret's.
And it creeps up, and then it ends up in the lowest spot, which happens to be your basement.
The answer can be installing a backwater valve with a rubber stopper that can keep water from flowing back into the home for decades before it needs to be replaced. Wyatt Works Plumbing tells us that the problem is usually fixed by installing a backwater valve, keeping water from flowing back into the house. But installing one will cost you a few $1,000s. In Wycliffe, I'm Kevin Barry for the E-Team.
And Kevin tells us, too, those experts say even with a valve or a bigger sump pump, there are still many ways water can get into a house. Nothing is guaranteed to keep a basement completely dry.